Damascus under Muslim rule. Caliph Abu Bakr radhiyallahu was very brave and strong. His 4 Muslim generals peacefully spread the message of Islam to the border towns of Rome to show that the Muslims didn't want to hurt anybody. The Muslims just wanted to show the beauty of Islam and become friends. So when the border towns saw this beauty of Islam, many converted to Islam and the others still supported and respected the Muslims. They knew that if the Muslims ruled the land, they would bring peace and justice everywhere. They didn't want the very bad, mean, and cruel Roman King Heraclius to be their leader because he only liked Christianity. He did not like the other religions. They knew that if someone did not follow Christianity, he would punish them. Remember, the Roman King Heraclius forced the people to be Christians and did not believe in the freedom of religion. During this situation, Caliph Abu Bakr radhiyallahu told the commander-in-chief, Khalid bin Walid, to leave Persia and join the other 4 generals who were already in the Roman Empire. In order to scare the Muslims, King Heraclius' brother, Theodore, joined the war as commander-in-chief. But that didn't scare the Muslims, and the Muslims won the war. This was so embarrassing for King Heraclius that his own brother couldn't even stop the small Muslim army. He became very sad and ran away from this embarrassing situation to Constantinople, which was the Roman capital. In present day, that's in Istanbul, Turkey. Finally, this was a little bit of good news for the Muslims, because they knew that the Romans would come back with a bigger army to destroy the Muslims. As you see, all this time, the bad people attacked the Muslims first, and then the Muslims were forced to join the war. But now, if the Muslims don't attack first, the Romans could build a stronger army to destroy all the Muslims. So, the Muslim army got ready and started to travel north to one of the most important trading centers of the Arab world, the city of Damascus, which was the capital of Syria. The Roman soldiers were scared to fight against the small Muslim army face to face because they saw that the Muslim commander-in-chief, Khalid bin Walid, was winning every single battle. Whenever they heard his name, the Roman soldiers would get scared. And with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Khalid bin Walid never lost a single battle in his life. When the Muslims finally came to Damascus, the Roman soldiers got scared and hid behind their town walls. In that situation, the commander-in-chief, Khalid bin Walid, decided to divide the Muslim generals and their armies to guard the different gates of Damascus. Here, the other generals were Abu Ubaidah, who was the second in command, Shurabil, Abu Sufyan's son Yazid, and Amr bin al-As. King Heraclius ordered the Roman soldiers of Damascus to destroy the Muslims. So, the Roman soldiers shot arrows and threw huge rocks over their walls to the Muslims. This made it very hard and was a long fight for the Muslims. The Romans were actually waiting for the cold winter. They thought the Muslims would leave as soon as winter came because the Muslims were not used to that extreme cold weather. The thing is, not everyone inside Damascus wanted to hurt the Muslims. In fact, all the common people of Damascus actually liked the Muslims. Even the governor of Damascus didn't like King Heraclius at all because he took very high taxes from the people and made them poor. He used that tax money to buy very expensive things for himself. The soldiers who worked directly for the king kept on attacking the Muslims because of the king's orders. So, the general people didn't know what to do. Then, one night, the Romans were having a big party. They ate lots of food and wine. And because of the wine, the Roman soldiers couldn't do their job properly. At that moment, Khalid bin Walid decided to take his men through the eastern gate. Even though it was the hardest gate to enter, he decided to go because there were only a few Roman guards on that side. In secret, he and some of his men climbed over the walls and then opened up the gate for the rest of his men to come. When Khalid bin Walid's men already came through the eastern part of the town, the Roman army leader realized that there was no way they could win. So, quickly they decided to meet with the second in command, Abu Ubaidah, and surrendered the city and made a peace agreement with the Muslims. Since they made a peace agreement with Abu Ubaidah, the Muslims honored their promises. Here, they promised the people of Damascus could live in peace and have the freedom of religion. Then, at dawn, as the sun rose, it was a new beginning for the Muslims as they entered the city of Damascus, the land that was promised by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during the time of the Prophet. And now, after all these years, in the year of 634, Damascus became a part of the Muslim Empire with Abu Sufyan's son, General Yazid, as the first governor of Damascus.